Alright, example number 4, converting from standard to vertex without using the calculator or actually being able to find the vertex in the calculator table. So example 4, I wrote in the back of this paper, we are going to start as I would like for you to always start. When we have standard form to vertex form, go ahead and please write A, B, and C. A is the leading coefficient for the x squared, which is 4. B is my leading coefficient, sorry, my coefficient in front of the x term, and C is the constant at the end. Wonderful. So now we need to find H. We really need to find H and K. We start with finding H. H is used by finding the axis symmetry. My axis of symmetry, or H, is used negative B over 2A. Let's fill in what we have. I have negative, and my B is 20, and then I have 2 times A is 4. I'm going to go ahead and use the calculator for simplicity and speed. I do alpha y equals, enter. I'm going to do negative parentheses 20. Again, I want you in the habit of doing parentheses. It's going to get us less confused with negatives later on, and now too, I guess. Now we have 2 parentheses 4, enter. Is that right? Negative B over 2A. I guess that is. We get negative 5 halves. Negative 5 halves. That is my H. So if I am then going to use that to find my K value. My K, I copy my starting equation, except where I run across an X, I put an open parentheses. And then I can plug this in there. Negative 5 over 2, negative 5 over 2. Going to highlight those. Negative 5 over 2, negative 5 over 2. Those are the same values. Alright, well here's where things get interesting. I just can plug that in the calculator. I'm going to plug that in the calculator. Let's see what we get. 4 parentheses, negative 5 halves, by the way, is negative 2.5. You could always do alpha y equals, alpha y equals and plug the fraction in there. That works. If you can recognize the decimals or equivalents, if they're possible, you're welcome to do that. Squared plus 20 parentheses negative 2.5 plus 30, and I press enter, and I get 5. That tells me K is equal to 5. So when I write my vertex, I have H, which is negative 5 over 2, and my K is, 5. That's my H, that's my K. So my A, H, and K, my A, H, and K are as follows. My A comes from my original problem, my original A value, that is 4. My H comes from here, negative 5 over 2, and my K is plus 5 or positive 5 there. And to finish it off, nice and simple, plug in those values. We have f of x is equal to a, which is 4. Then we have x minus h. That's negative, so we make it plus 5 over 2 squared plus 5. And we are done. Good job, everybody. Yes, sir.